Has been missing since June. His family says he was going to visit his fiancee who lives in Hickman County. Now, Feustel told his mother and a friend would take him to see her. However, after he got into his friend's car, he never made it to his fiancee.
We know the outlook might be a little bit different. We want him home. That's all we want. We just want him home. His grandma, this is really hard on his grandma.
Guys.
Because she already lost his dad.
Now, according to police, the car Feustel was last seen getting into was a silver Ford Taurus. He also has a tattoo that says Mom on his left chest, as well as bro and sis tattoos on the back of his arms, and in memory of his dad on his left arm. Anyone who has any information is asked to call Crossville Cumberland County Crime Stoppers. That number is 931-200-1173.
We are here with the family of Michael Feustel. Can you tell us a little bit about Michael before his disappearance?
Yeah, he's got a heart of gold. He's an amazing man. He's had his share of problems, but he's a great person. He lived somewhere else. He was up here for a little while, and but he's just an awesome person. He's everybody loves Michael. He's if I call him Mac, Mac, Big Mac, his nicknames. But yeah, he's my middle child. Sorry. But he's just a great person. Everybody loves Michael. He's a great person.
Can you tell us about his disappearance?
He on June the 21st, he met me at my job before I got off work. He went home with me that night, came back to work with me the next morning because I had to work up through Friday that week. And I told him if he couldn't get a ride by Saturday that I would take him, but I couldn't take him before that because it was a 2.5-hour trip there and then a 2.5-hour trip back. I didn't get off till 5:30 in the evening, had to be at work at 5:30 in the morning. So he found somebody that was supposed to take him to Hickman County. And so I gave him money for gas to take him. On the 22nd, he picked him up for my job. Can I say who picked him up for my job?
Yeah.
Travis Tidwell picked him up. Travis Coleman. I'm so sorry. Travis Coleman picked him up for my job on the 22nd, right before lunchtime. It was about 10:45-ish, and he was supposed to take him to Hickman County. He asked Michael to fix a couple vehicles for him, just some little minor things that were supposed to be wrong with the vehicles. And so Michael, of course, loves working on vehicles, so he did that for him. And I was texting Michael up until, I want to say it was probably 8 or 8:30-ish that night. And then he was winding down with the last vehicle, and then they were supposed to head out. I told him to let me know when he got there. Never heard anything else back from him, so I started texting. It was Travis's phone that he was texting me on because he didn't have a phone. And I didn't hear nothing all weekend. I didn't hear anything, and which was very unusual, because normally he would have let me know when he made it. He did not let me know, so I tried, and then finally, I don't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday when I ended up calling the phone instead of texting it. And when Travis answered the phone, I said, "Hey, Travis, this is Michelle, Big Mac's mom. I was just wondering if, if y'all made it to, if he made it to Hidden County. And, and he was like, oh no, you know, um, he started walking Saturday morning. He said it was taking me too long to get there. Oh, well, what he said to me first was, oh, I didn't realize that was you. I didn't program your number into my phone, didn't program your name into my phone. What I heard was, I wouldn't have answered the phone if I'd have known it was you. I mean, of course, that's not the words he said, but that's what I got out of that. Um, and he said that he hadn't seen him since Saturday morning when he took out walking because he told him it was taking him too long to get him out there. And I said, so, I mean, where did he walk from? I asked him questions. He said that they were in DeRosset out here at Kendra Price's house, and in between Crossville and Sparta, and said that Michael just took out walking towards Sparta. Said that it was just didn't want to wait for him no more. And I said, listen, if you talk to or see Mac, you tell him he's got 24 hours, is what I said at first. And then I changed it to 48 hours. I said, he's got 48 hours to contact me, or I'm filing a missing persons report. And Travis said to me, oh, if you file a missing persons report, don't tell him that I'm the one that picked him up from your job, because I don't want him harassing me. I don't want him hounding me. And I said, listen, Travis, this is my child. And if I have to file a missing persons report, I'm going to tell him everything I know. I mean, like, that's going to be the first thing that I tell him, is who picked him up, who the last person that I know that he was with. I gave him video. I got video from my job. I gave the law enforcement the video with the description of the vehicle. They couldn't make out the tag. So eventually they finally talked to Travis and said that Travis told them that the same thing that he told me. Well, then they had him call Kendra on the phone and put on speakerphone and ask her when the last time she seen Mac was. And she told Travis over speakerphone, not knowing that law enforcement was standing there. She said, oh, Friday night, Saturday morning, when you and him got into it because you thought he stole something out of your vehicle. And like, that was the first that I heard that they got into it, was when law enforcement told me that. Again, I don't know if that's true. That's just what Kendra said to Travis when he had her on speakerphone.
Is Kendra the fiance?
No. Kendra is one of Travis's friends.
Okay.
Now, are you talking about Big Mac's fiance?
Yes.
No, that's Leanne Hassler. Now, I haven't spoke to Leanne. Well, I'll take that. I was going to lie to you. I have spoke to her a time or two since, but she pretty much cut off all contact within 2 weeks of Mac going missing. Like, she wouldn't accept phone calls. Like, periodically, I would send Mac a message. They have a shared Facebook. So I would periodically send Mac a message on their messenger, saying, please, son, just contact me. If you don't want nobody to know where you're at, I'll make myself be okay with that. I just need to know that you're okay. Well, as of the other day, I tried to send another one of those messages, and I can't even send a message to their Facebook anymore. Like, I can't even send a message to their messenger anymore for some reason.
Is the profile still there?
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it on Facebook, but on Messenger, I can't send a message. Like, and I'm not real good with that stuff. But at the bottom of the message that I sent, it says that it's not available. So I don't know if she blocked me on Messenger. I really don't know for sure about that. But she wouldn't even talk to me no more.
Did she talk to the police when he went missing?
He said she did, but any of the law enforcement that I talked to told me that they had not talked to her. Why? I have no idea. Like, um, I'm sorry. I don't know why she's not talking to anybody. I don't know why they haven't tried to go question her. They also, law enforcement is not been much of any kind of help to me at all. I mean, I've called the last at least 3 or 4 times that I've called and left a message for Detective Vandiver out here to call me back. Just, I mean, if all he can say to me is, I don't know anything at this point, then that's all you can say to me. But return my phone call.
Right.
There were 2 leads supposedly out here around. Um, it was supposed to be 2 bodies of water out here that um that they were told they needed to check. And Detective Vandiver told me that he had a friend that was a diver, but he was on medical leave. And when he came back from medical leave, then, he would get with him to. And as far as I know, it's been almost 19 months my son's been missing. And as far as I know, they've never even tried to get anybody to check those places. The only things that's been checked is places we've went.
So they've never
Or,
done an official search anywhere.
no, we had it all figured out. We were going to do a search out in DeRosset around Kendra's trailer. I was told by Detective Vandiver that we didn't need to do that because she was being evicted from her trailer, and he wanted to be able to go to this trailer when they officially evicted her. He wanted to be able to go to this trailer and search the trailer. Well, he told me that she was officially evicted and that the landlord allowed him to go in and check the trailer and that they didn't find anything. They found no evidence that Mike had been there or anything. And then I heard, now I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that Kendra still lives there. So I don't know if she moved back in that trailer or if she never really officially left.
Right. Now, was Travis's home ever searched?
No, Travis is, from what I understand, he kind of stays with his mom a little and he stays here and there. But I don't think we gave them his mother's address. I gave them Travis's phone number. I begged them, please, please do something with his phone number. There's got to be, I'm a crime junkie. I watch this stuff all the time. And I know they can track phones. I know that they can have a phone number and see where that phone has been for way back. And as far as I know, they've never even checked his phone. They told me that they felt like Kendra and Travis were telling the truth because their stories matched really well. I said, you know what? The shows that I watch, and I know it's just shows, but the ones that I watch, when the stories match that good, that means it's been rehearsed. But
Right.
that's just what I heard.
Now, he was headed back to his fiance's home. Did he live there or?
Well, technically, they told me he was homeless. She was staying with another guy in Hickman County. Oh, but he was just a friend, though. He was just a friend that was helping her out.
What was the roommate that she was living with spoken to by police?
Not as far as I know. Not as far as I know. And all I know of him is a nickname, Block. He lives in Hickman County. I don't know. I don't know him though.
Okay.
I have his
Uh,
address, but I don't know him.
Now, would Michael just walk anywhere, or
I
was that
mean,
not like?
I don't think that he would have headed out to walk all the way to Hickman County, just to be honest. I really don't. I
Okay.
don't believe that he would have done that. That's a 2.5, 3 hour drive
Right.
up the interstate.
Now, he said that he started walking there. Did anyone see him walking that day?
Nobody that they could find.
Okay.
No, they never. Like, I begged them to go out that way and see if they could find a video or anything. And I could not, like, they would not go ask for video from anywhere.
Was there surveillance over there? Any type of
Um, I know that
video cameras?
I know there's like a Head Start out there that, the LBJ and C Head Start. And I'm pretty sure that they have, surveillance cameras, because the one that's here in Crossville that two of my grandkids went to, they do have video cameras, and I'm gonna say that they probably have cameras too if this one does. You
Right.
know,
Now, sorry, I just lost my question. He did not have his own cell phone. He used other people's phones. Did he contact anyone else that day?
I bet as well up until the 22nd, but then
Uh,
all communication with everybody
I'm sorry,
stopped.
your video cut out. We didn't hear you.
I'm sorry. Um, it, he, I think he was texting back and forth with Leanne too up until the 22nd, the night of the 22nd. Um, and then she didn't hear from him no more either, supposedly. I don't know.
Now, those text messages with Leanna, did she were they normal text messages? Did they seem off? Were you ever able to see these messages?
No, ma'am, I was not able to see him. I was told some stuff about these text messages, and that's probably something that I won't talk about because, um, for my own safety, just to be honest
Right.
about it, because there were things that was told to me about that that I don't want to get in the middle of, but it had nothing, like I would tell you everything about my son, but this is things that could really get me hurt if, especially if it's true. I
No
just
problem.
don't want to put people's business, that kind of business out there if I don't have to. And, but Travis was supposed to, I mean, taking Big Mac out there was not the only reason that Travis was going out there. He had other agendas. It wasn't just to take Mac out there. I found out later.
Gotcha. Do you know what those two argued about that morning or that
So,
afternoon?
the detective told me that, Travis accused Big Mac of taking first, it was change and a drink and a snack out of Travis's car, out of the car that Travis was driving. Um, and then it turned into a lighter that had sentimental value.
Okay.
I don't, I'm not going to say that, I can't say whether that's true or not. I don't see Big Mac doing that. I mean, I just don't see him doing that. But again, I wasn't there and I don't know for sure which argument they had. But Kendra was the one that said that the argument happened.
Okay.
So,
Now, you said he texted you about 8:30 the night that night.
Yes.
Did he seem okay? Did it seem like it was him? Did anything seem off about the messages?
No. I mean, it sounded like Mac, it was things Mac would have said to me. It was like, I mean, I didn't suspect anything until I couldn't get a hold of him. And what really made me feel like something may have happened is when Travis answered the phone and said to me, "Oh, I didn't know that was you. I didn't program your I didn't program your name into my phone." And then when he said to me that he didn't want me to let them know he was the one that picked him up for my job, then other things were said, like, okay, I was sent links to some news articles that I read that have really scared me. Like, I'm really worried about my child. Like, I don't, I really, I really am worried that my child may no longer be with us. Um, as much as I hate to say that, and as much as I hate to even think that way, I just, the, so the articles that I read was from Travis being arrested. And the things that he was arrested that he had on him, I'm really worried that maybe there was an overdose and whoever was there with him maybe just got scared. And, you know, if that is what happened, I'm not trying to put anybody in prison for something that my child knew there was a possibility could happen if he done that. I just want to know where my son is. I just want him to come home, good or bad. I want him to come home good. I want him to come home safe, of course. But if he's not okay, just let me know where my child is so he's not out somewhere by himself, so we can put him to rest. I don't want to think that way. No, I don't.
Right.
But I don't know what else I'm supposed to believe after some of the articles that I read. Like, it was scary stuff.
Have you spoken to Travis since that day?
No, no.
Okay.
I was told that it was best for me not to try to contact him. I want to. I still want to, and I'm not so sure that I won't. But I was trying to do what I was told to do and not do what I was told not to do. But I feel like nobody else is going to do it. If we don't do it, nobody else is going to. Let me tell you what the detective told me, and I really hate to sound like I'm dogging our law enforcement, because that's not what I'm trying to do. But when you get told, I begged them, I told them, I called the detective that's over Big Mac's case, and I told him that I was told that Kendra was in a rehab in Knoxville. He called and he found out that she was, and I asked him if he could go talk to her. That's like an hour away from us. He couldn't. He said he couldn't. He wasn't allowed to. I said, all right. So then I found out that when she got out of the rehab, she went to jail in Knoxville. Called him, told him that's what I heard, begged him, please go talk to her. And I was told that that was too far to drive. He was just going to wait until she got transferred to Sparta.
Did she
Like
ever get
what?
transferred?
Yeah. I
Did she-
believe he told me that he did talk to her. That's when he told me that hers and Travis's story matched up too well for it to not be true. Again, from the way I have always seen on crime shows, and like, I mean, I watch documentaries too. It's not just the crime shows that's not true stories. I watch true story shows too, and I thought that if the stories match up, it was rehearsed.
Right. Now you said there was never been any searches done.
No.
Okay. Have you
Oh,
all
wait.
personally done searches?
There has been one search done. We got a lead that it was possible that something was done to him and he was put in a cave in Hickman County. Now, it took them all the way in Hickman County, not even where the case is a missing person case through. It took them, I think, less than a week to get a cadaver dog out there and search that cave.
Did the dog pick up on anything?
No. No, it didn't. I'm sorry.
Jessica, do you have any more questions?
I do. I've got a few for you. Did anyone the vehicles that he was working on, did they belong to somebody to where that person would be there while he was working on the vehicles?
Travis. He did that for Travis.
So they were Travis's vehicles?
As far as I know, they were Travis's or Travis's mom's. I think one of them could have possibly been Travis's mom's, but I'm not real sure about that. But
Okay.
he did the work for Travis.
Okay. And then how long had he been in a relationship with Leanne?
Close to, well, he's been about 7.5, 8 years, maybe. Leanne is, let's see, she's 49 now, so she's like 3 years younger than I am. So, and don't get me wrong, it's not because of her age. Yeah, that kind of bothers me a little, but it's other things about her that bother me. And I begged Mac, look, son, if you'll just stay up here, we'll find you a job. We'll help you all we can. They actually lived with me and my old man for several months, a few different times. And I finally told Mac, listen, son, you can stay here as long as you need to, but she's got to go. I can't do this. I'm older than she is. I go to work every day. I work 12 hours a day, 4 to 6 days a week. I'm not taking care of a grown woman. I'm not doing it.
Absolutely.
You're my child. Yes, you're grown. Yes, you need to get a job. But I don't mind helping you, but I'm done helping her. I did give in another time, but again, that time I finally had to give them a date, and she's got to go by then. You don't, but she does. I mean, I know that probably sounds mean, but I can't help it. I'm not raising somebody else's child.
Absolutely not. Yeah. How long has he known Travis?
Probably for, several years. I was gonna say he tried to get him to move to a farm with him one time. I won't go too much into detail about that because I don't know how that would go over either. But he tried to get him to move away from here and go to Wilder, Tennessee with him. And I begged Mac, please don't. You're better than that, son. That's not a place you need to be. And he didn't go there. But I I feel like too, if Travis was really his friend, would he not have contacted me by now to see if I'd heard from Mac yet? I mean, it's been almost 19 months. Come on now. That was your boy. That was your best friend. Where are you? No,
Had they ever had arguments or anything like that prior to his disappearance?
with Travis,
Yes, ma'am.
not that I know of. I think I think he did get a Travis did get mad at him one time for something small, but not like they didn't like get into it or nothing.
Stop talking or anything
But
like that.
but this time Kendra said that the last time she seen him was Friday night or Saturday morning when you and him got into it because and he took out walking because you thought he took something out of your vehicle.
Has Travis's car ever been searched or where is, do you know where that
They
car is
ain't-
now?
As far as I know, they've never even been able to find the car because Travis told them that it wasn't his car. It was a car he borrowed from somebody and he wouldn't tell them who he borrowed it from.
What kind of car was it?
Honestly, I don't want to lie to you. Honestly, I can't remember. Um, there is video of it though, and it is on Facebook. I put all that on Facebook. Again, I didn't put names with it when I posted those videos. I didn't say anybody's name, but I'm tired of not saying a name. I want people to know who my child was with last that I know of. Somebody knows where my child is, good or bad. Somebody knows where he's at.
Right. You said you have it on your the group's page.
Um, I'm not sure if it's on the group. It's somewhere on mine. Um,
What
He's
kind
got
of
it
car is it? Do
displayed.
you know?
it may be like a Ford, maybe it was a Taurus or a.
Okay.
I
I can see if
honestly
I can look
can't
it up real
remember.
quick.
While she looks that up and looks into that, there was never any traffic cameras or anything like that pulled.
Not that I know of.
No.
The only video that
Okay.
they have, I gave them that video. The maintenance supervisor at my job and the production manager at my job got together and I told them what day and about what time. And they went back and they watched this video. Bless their hearts. They watched this video to find this video for me and made me a copy of it on one of them little um, thumb drives or whatever you call them.
Flash drive.
They put that on there for me, and I gave that to the detective.
Could it be a silver Ford Fiesta?
It could possibly be a
That's what
Fiesta,
it kind of looks like. Can't tell if it's a 2-door or a 4-door, but it's
a
a
four
smaller.
door. It was
It
a
is
four
a
door. I do know
smaller
that. It
silver
was a
sedan.
4-door because the way I know that is because if you watch the video long enough, you'll see Big Mac open the back door and throw his bag in there, and then he gets in the front seat,
Okay,
the
yeah,
front
it's
passenger seat.
a small silver sedan.
And then what time did Travis say on that Saturday that he took off walking?
He didn't say what time. He just said it was, or in the morning.
Okay. Was it
Which
cold or
I don't
anything that?
believe that.
Well, no, it wouldn't get cold. It's
Do
June.
what?
Never mind. Scratch that question.
Sorry.
No, I was asking
I'm
if it was
sorry I
cold,
interrupted
but
you.
I realized he went missing in June. So
Yes, June
a
the
no.
22nd or June the 21st is when Travis picked him up for my job. June the 22nd was the last I heard from Mike.
Okay.
And then does he have any ties to any other states?
No, no. I mean, I have family in Florida. They're distant family, but it's family that Max never even met.
Okay.
So, no, he don't. Now, Leanne's got family in another state, but I mean, like he's only met like one or two of them. I don't feel like Mac would have just run off.
Right.
Not, I'm not going to say that he never would have. I'm going to say that I don't believe he would have ever left and not contacted me in almost 19 months. He would not do this to me. He knows that I'm worried sick about him. And he wouldn't do that.
Has hospitals or
We've
morgues or
called
anything like that been
hospitals, upper
contacted?
jails, I mean, like, there's been people found that his sister Autumn gave her DNA, which I believe she gave it to the detective out here, which, now I'm worried that because I thought she went to Knoxville and gave her DNA, but we just talked about this again the other day, and she said no, she gave it to the detective out here. So I don't even know if that went anywhere, to be honest with you, because
It
they're
should be
four
going to
siblings.
NamUs.
Yeah, I don't know if it ever left Crossville, just to be honest with you. I mean, how can you tell me that you have a friend that is a diver, but they're on medical leave? And I mean, is there no other divers in this state? Like, I mean, come on now.
Right.
I think I was just being blowed off.
Right.
And just to verify, the license plate number was not able to be picked up on the video, correct?
No, they said that they could not read the license plate. I thought that they would be able to, zoom in on the or whatever, but of course the detective said they wasn't able to do that.
Okay.
And I feel like they're not going to try too hard. I mean, I just can't help it. I don't have much faith that.
You're back. Okay.
Okay.
As far as community questions, Tessa,
I didn't see any.
besides
I just looked.
okay, yep. Besides just verifying that somebody went back to the original post and saw that it was listed as a silver Ford Taurus. Just putting that out there.
Okay. I was
She went
just
back to
about
that.
to Google lens it because I got a good picture of it.
Right,
So
right. Yep, she went back to the original post and found that it was a Ford Taurus.
okay.
And then I think all the other questions have pretty much been answered in the community.
Yeah, I was looking. I didn't see any new ones that I don't think we didn't cover. So
Now, do you have a page set up?
I don't. I I'm I can't. I barely even get on my Facebook anymore because some of the things that I see on there breaks my heart. And like, I'm not very good at Facebook, anyways. Like, I'm not good at stuff like that. I'm computer illiterate for one. Like, I can barely turn one on, much less run one. I can answer my phone and I can scroll on, certain sites, but I wouldn't know how to go about doing something like that. My daughter may do something like that, but we've just been like, anybody that'll listen to me, I tell them, I show pictures of Mac. We hung up missing persons posters from Crossville, plumb to Waverly. My sister-in-law, her kids, me and my daughter, a friend from work, we all went around hanging up anywhere that would let us hang a poster up. We hung one. And we've not heard anything at all.
I want to thank you for your time today.
Thank you guys so much for doing this for us. You're the first people that have even tried to help us get his story out there. I mean, there was one place that did do a little article, you know, and I appreciate what they did too from the bottom of my heart, but I really do appreciate you guys doing this for us.
You're very welcome.
Absolutely. And we'll be in touch if you need anything whatsoever. We're right here for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for your time and being his voice. We appreciate you.